So I was back here warming up, farting around with some ideas, and also getting the stuff for lesson 3, which I just posted actually. So anybody that's interested in that and playing along can go check that out in its entirety on the 7 chords. I posted that on my page, and it's on the YouTube channel too. But for those of you who maybe are past this sort of beginner stuff, or maybe you just interested in some of these more exotic and for me complicated things, I was just jamming, and I sort of forgot about something I used to do a long time ago and started doing it again. And so I've been trying to kind of get it back under my fingers, and I figured I'd just jump on and kind of run through it for those of you who are interested in this kind of stuff. So the idea is, I call this 5 inside of 6 or 5 on top of 4, because you can kind of do this a couple of ways. So what I'm doing is, way back when I was trying to get good at alternate picking, which by the way I never really did get that good at that. You're practicing these 3-note per string things, trying to do that stuff, and it's a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down, machine gun picking. Paul Gilbert, who I am not. So I started to get into economy picking, which is something that Franco Bali is world famous for. So what he would do is he would do 3 down, up, down, up, down rather, and then down, up, down again. So you always have a downstroke going. All right, so that to me was a little more comfortable, and I was a little more fluid. So I took that and I realized that what I could do is I could play sequences of 5. Okay, that's only 5 ascending instead of playing straight 6. Right? But what happens is, if you do that and you apply the economy picking to it, which is like I like to play it, you end up with down, up, down, up, down. So you get a group of 5. Okay? That sequence slow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of playing in and around. This is all diatonic C major. I kept it C major because that's what we've been talking about in these beginner lessons, and the thing I posted yesterday when I was just kind of farting around, that was also C major. So I figured we'd keep with the theme. So again, the idea is, instead of playing straight 6, I'm playing groups of 5. Okay? And you can do this in reverse. You can see that it's harder to do for me this way. So what I gravitated towards, and I've got some old, I think recordings of me doing this, and this is why I do that, is I do 6s on the way down, but when you put it all together, it kind of almost all sounds the same, in a good way. It allows you to play faster in one direction, because you're playing less notes. You're only playing 5s instead of 6s, right? But when you put it up to speed and you play it against I don't have my drum machine set up, because I said this is really off the cuff, but if I were to take this lick and play this against a group, like just over a drum beat, like I was playing 6s, I could actually squeeze that in there into the space, and it sounds like sextuplets. And then going down. Right, so. I'm not doing myself any favors for playing this H string either, but I like it so much. I'm trying to be able to play everything I can play on the H string. So I hope that kind of. We're taking 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're playing it like we'd be playing a sextuplet. That's the lick we're faking, if you want to, look at it like that. Okay, instead of, which I'm not good at, and that's why I do the 5s instead of the 6s. The 5s are more comfortable for me because of the picking pattern. Again, it lets me be economic, which is why it's called economy picking, with there's all the string changes are adjacent downstrokes and upstrokes. I mean, it takes it from the sweeping thing that we all know from the shredders, right, where everything's down, you know, all the way down, all the way up. You're doing that with picking. Same thing if I just play the straight scale. I go down, up, down, 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 instead of down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You get that string cross. That's really hard for me it is. I mean, there are guys that do it incredibly well. I'm not good at alternate picking. It's just the thing that I didn't ever get super crazy good at. So I found the economy thing to be a lot smoother for me. And I think, you know, personally, when I do it like on record, if you dig your palm in and mute the crap out of it, you can make it sound like alternate picking. It doesn't have to be this sort of fluidy thing where it all flows together. And use the machine gun thing. You know, you can get a lot of machine gun attack like those style runs. And you know, that lick for the curious, that's actually a thing I stole from Paul Gilbert. As much as he is an awesome picker, he's really famous for doing these kind of things where he picks 3 and pulls 3. That's what I call it, pick pull. You got almost like a snapping thing going. You know, that's a Gilbert thing all the way. And that I was able to do descending. I just never really got good at it ascending, so when I discovered this little 5s trick, it just made it a whole lot easier for me to do ascending type runs. You know, you can do it up, of course, up 1 string is kind of fun. You know, that kind of reminds me of, it's kind of like a dime bag thing, and I used to hear him do that when he'd be playing. Or whatever. Awesome guitar player, by the way. Huge Pantera fan back in the day. So yeah, that's kind of the I guess the shred lick of the hour. 5s instead of 6s. You know, and you can definitely cheat them and make them sound like their sextuplets. I don't think, unless you got some guitar players in the audience with their arms folded watching you the whole time, and anybody's going to call you out on playing 5s instead of 6s. And it's just cool. You can do this with other. I mean, if you want to get really brave, you could do it pentatonic. I don't know that I've ever done this lick before, but yeah, I mean, I haven't worked that shape out, but you could do like a 3-note with string pentatonic thing. You know, and do some really crazy shreddy stuff. I might have to work that up for next time. That's not one I've done yet, but it might be fun to maybe I can get that down enough and I can demo that. So, all right, well, I don't have a ton of time today. For those of you who live in New Orleans or in the West Bank, I'll be at Boomtown later on. So if you want to come hang out at Boomtown Casino, maybe I'll try and do some 5s in 6s and see if I can pull it off on the stage with all the craziness going on. So yeah, thanks to anybody that's tuning in and hanging out, to see a few folks jumping on. I will get this uploaded. Now, somebody pointed out, and this always confuses the heck out of me too, when you do live videos on guitar, it goes in backwards. And since I cannot play this stuff left-handed, not by a long shot, I will upload this video separately and flip it on YouTube. And for those of you who paid attention, if this thing worked properly, the light's blinking, that's a GoPro I got up here. I wanted to get some like better perspectives from the left hand, and I'll probably try mounting it down here sometimes for the picking stuff too. So I'll take this footage when I upload it manually the second time. I'll flip the video so the guitar looks the right way, and I'll add in some of this picking footage, which might help, you know, with the left hand stuff and the picking hand, because you should be able to see the picking hand in the shot too a little better. You know, I know when I'm sitting right here, it's kind of hard to see the motion, but you should be able to get a better angle from here with this GoPro going on. So I'll try to get all that done over the weekend and get it uploaded. So thanks for jumping on, guys. I will try also next time I do a live to come on a little earlier and have a little more time to fool around and take questions and stuff. I said I have to start getting ready, pack the bag, hit the road in about an hour, so I don't have a ton of time. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, of course, drop them in the comments. What I will probably do, if anybody is interested, is I will tab that lick out in Guitar Pro, and I can post it in the comments, you know, the PDF or whatever, JPEG file for you guys that are interested in actually having the tab to see what's happening there. So I'll get that done too over the weekend for anybody that wants it. Or you can just message me and I'll email it to you, whatever's easier. And thanks for jumping on. I'm going to go pack my stuff. Anybody's coming out, I'll see you at Boomtown tonight. And for anybody that's not, I'll see you here in Facebook land tomorrow. All right, adios, guys.